Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hambbage here, Hardcore Vanilla Minecraft. As always, as expected, we're getting back after it again today, and coming on the heels of just an awesome episode. You guys may not share my excitement about some Eves, but woo-wee! I, uh, I love the way that starts to all of a sudden you can start to kind of see how this is going to look, not just from in here, but from the outside. Oh boy, what's going on over here? I didn't even know we had scaffold laying around. Okay, let's take a quick tour around the site and just check on things. Remember in the end of the last episode we were doing these little corner overhangs, right? And I went racing back up to the top because I was worried that there wasn't or that there were scaffold pieces sitting on the roofing, and then there was nothing up there. I wonder if some of these fallen ones are that. I know we just totally wasted the chance to take a look at this, but I want to go check again and just see if we are actually missing anything up there. Since we did kind of wrap up in a rush last time. Of course not. We'll just come close enough to be sure and then just check down in these corners as well. Just want to make sure that we're not unduly missing out, but I think we're good. Okay, so now, giving everybody a little tour, you may not have seen all the various layers. They do all differ just a bit. And again, this is our external view. We're going to go over to the base. For new folks, this ugly abomination, don't worry about it. Eventually it's going to go. But that was what we built to first do enchanting in. Our initial base is outlined by this cobblestone. It's actually a basement. We're going to go right down there. But as we were getting started and growing up a bit, we needed space for enchanting, and I'd really envision like an outward sloping tower kind of deal that was out over the water and looked cool. And we ended up just adding more pillars and stuff, and it ended up being this like elevated box on boxy legs. And I've never been real happy with it, but it has nicely served its purpose, so it gets a little credit for that. Someday, though, probably get replaced. Oh, I forgot to drop off all this stuff. And we didn't really take in the barn, did we? So there it is, and you can. That's the internal one. So you can begin to feel um, the rising roof that'll be going over the top there. But in our work so far, we've kind of come to another crossroads on our supplies. And I think for the sake of... Hey, zombie pigman, you're a long way from home. Hang out, make yourself comfy. I think for the sake of future convenience, I'm going to take all this stuff back over to the base. Or to the barn, which I know we just left, but we were getting started. Things were moving fast on us, weren't they? And then we're going back to the Nether, and I've pretty well decided that we're going to use that crossroads that we talked about and do some more Nether mine building. Okay, now these can go in there. We already had some, so that's good. And let's. We already had scaffolding too. Let's add to the scaffolding. Loads of scaffolding. Acacia wood can go away, and I think we've been keeping quartz in here as well. So we can maybe get another course um, on our barn design, but because I don't know what the angle wants to be, I want to have enough pieces to be able to like lay something down and go, nope, that's not quite what we need, and then modify it or do whatever on the fly instead of putting something up and then being like, all right, we gotta go again, and always having just a little bit of supplies. Just detour through here real quick. And I don't know that we need to make major changes to what we're loading out, but I think our bed can go away. We'll check the helmet. Let's go ahead and look here. Grab those. I'm almost tempted to use the fortune pick on some stone, like here, just to get some more cobble. We've got the box, but that's it. And would it be worth to just do a quick gather? I think I'm gonna we won't do the whole floor and everything. I don't think we need to do that much. This is going to totally take us backwards, but such is. Stone, you go back for now. This is going to take a little bit of concentration, I guess. Really, the only things we don't want to hit with this, and I'm intentionally kind of doing the deep slate. Ooh, 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 ooh. With the fortune pick too, because we get the cobbled deep slate instead of the regular deep slate, and we're gonna have nothing to fill in that new lava. And I don't know if we still have a ton of leftover cobbled deep slate. Maybe we should look at that real quick. Let's just go out sideways here. We'll leave the copper. Oh, I said we'll leave the copper. Wheesh. Just see what our supplies are. I don't think we have a ton of either of them at the moment, but I know in our kind of around the world adventuring stuff, we're going to pick up more of the actual deep slate, so we may as well gather this while it's close to home. And like I said, if I can control myself when we're around ores and coal, we'll save those and come back and let's see, there's one. Hit them with the silk touch picks. In fact, is that what we need? Or did we already get some? Hang on, this is a random detour. And let's check to just make sure I'm not like grabbing stuff that we already have 3 full chests of. So we have, this is regular deep slate. this is cobbled, right? Yeah, okay, so we don't have a ton of either one. We're crushing them out. So we'll just kind of do this for the novelty. Again, the deep slate, it's just nicer not to switch back and forth. This, though, just kind of a one-off thing, but I don't think we ever had it. And we didn't. So there we go. I think... Well, you guys tell me, am I missing anything deep slate? You got iron and copper, coal and gold, lapis, emerald, diamond, and redstone. I think that's all of the laden blocks, but let me know if I'm missing out on any. Wonder how many more times we'll goof on this, but we'll put that up with the other and just come back down. Again, I'm trying to do this because we're down to, I think, less than a full shulker's worth of cobblestone. And we use that for the kind of railings, I guess, or edges of our nether pathways. They're not really highways yet. We'll see. We had kind of spent so much time making that. Oh. I was mad at myself that I hit the iron without noticing it, and then I realized I'm using the wrong pick the whole time. Great. It's kind of one of those days, it feels like. Oh, here we go again. I should really get a bucket of water, shouldn't I? Let's do that. If this is just going to get worse and worse and worse. It's been a long time since we've cleared anything overworld where there's lava and we can manage it. I don't think I have a bucket in there, but I do in here. And we don't need all of these. But I'm no longer really bothered by creating and clearing obsidian either. So sometimes just dropping blocks in there to help clear it is one thing, but in this case, we're not going to feel the loss of... Oh, wow. You can't pour water on redstone, I'm learning. Anybody else ever notice that? I mean, that must be a deal, but new to me, or first time in a while I've noticed it. I don't know how that worked out. That water should have been toast, I think. Very soggy toast. That scared me. I was like, oh, we're almost done with the No, we're not. And then why don't I just jump in it? Good at this here Minecraft game. Also, we do have some stone. some point, I know we get so much to do around here, but someday I would like to put more time into this basement room as well. Um, we gotta do something about the ceiling, honestly. And while I won't try to stack that with the barn too immediately, because again, the barn is limited functionality, but just kind of fun to build and decoration and depth to the world and all that good stuff. Um, it does carry with it a certain style of play, and we try to balance that quite a bit with like today. I think this episode is going to be shot, but the next one will be spent mostly in the Nether, and that's at least more perilous and exciting. You never know when things are going to go wrong. Yeah, a little unfortunate at just how much deep slate there is in this particular section when all I really wanted was cobblestone, but oh well. And it is good. It's one of those things I find I'm very short on regularly. After I've gotten my silk touch and kind of turned that into my normal means, I'm always running short on cobble. Whether it's popping out of a portal on the far ends of the world to make a new base and not being able to make furnaces and things like that because I don't have any cobblestone to craft with, or um, like this, just making a design choice always seems like I'm digging around. So, and for one of those that you're just absolutely overwhelmed with early, it goes pretty quick. And that's why even in the early game, I always, I make these big rooms and lots of chests and all that kind of stuff because you may question why do you have so much dirt or netherrack, right? And I don't. Netherrack is one that I'm rarely gonna actually craft it into bricks. We already did one big build with the nether bricks, and we had more than enough just mining a fortress. So I don't see myself doing a bunch of netherrack cooking, but you never know, and sometimes you just need a lot of fill, right? So we'll see. But at the beginning of the game, we talked about how much uh, cobble we had, and how that was kind of becoming a problem. And honestly, or I'm sorry, not cobble, dirt. Dirt was the other one. Dirt's all, you're digging out a base, you're trying to, like for us, leveling the farm fields and all that kind of stuff, you always end up with just a ton of dirt. And we've used up and replaced dirt several times where we've had multiple chests full of it and have used it all up. Um, Inner workings of darkroom spawners of various sorts and kinds. Uh, the inner guts of the drowned farm too had a bunch of hidden dirt that was just a cheap, quick block. And netherrack can be used for that kind of purpose as well, without feeling like you're wasting another Um, ooh, hoo, hoo. Without using a regular high demand block. Not going into that next section, but I just decided to take all this dirt since we're doing it. Now this will probably like open us up to the mine or something. And we don't want to do that, but let's get this torch. All right. And ooh. So we just increased our available slime spawning area. That's good. We managed to get a little of the deep slate accidentally. Dirt. A little of the trifecta. And a few more ores. Oh, what that zombie is. Where's he at? Yeah, you're a big slime. I caught up pretty quick. Game decided I was going to fight that slime. No choice in the matter. Alright. Go. We'll leave the... Not this one, though. One extra piece of stone. And one up. And these because gravel. Okie dokie. That was unplanned, probably unnecessary sidetrack, but we did it. We don't live with regret. We just do. Keep doing. And what the heck is going on with that zombie? Dog, where'd that zombie come from? What are we doing here? 24. That was pretty quick, actually. I felt like it was a lot worse, but again, I'm expecting that. Oh, okay. I hear you. I'm getting myself into. Hey! That was pretty miserable. I think that was mercy for him. Stuck in the middle of a little gravel pot. Must have been scary and awful for him. But we'll take all his flint for Franny. That's one thing I would like to do at some point is get back over to our cave spiders. And Franny in the abandoned mine. We kind of had been hitting that very regularly for a while and decided to mix things up or kind of reach to the natural conclusion to that particular phase. Lots of torches. I would just as soon not have the sounds of zombies overhead when we're just doing our daily thing. And we haven't been up here, man, since we were young and scared and practically unarmed. Anywhere there's possibility. I think this we've come back up and revisited more recently, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. That was fun. Now, we got a whole bunch of random stuff. Again. Dog, if you were a real dog, I would feed you this carrot. Because anybody who has dogs knows. I think at least most, if not all dogs, love carrots. Oh my goodness. They think that between those and ice cubes, dogs dogs are dogs, right? They're so easy to make happy. They just delight in attention and play in and all that kind of stuff. But all these, oh, you gotta have our fancy brand dog treat to make your dog happy and healthy. Have you ever tried just giving them a little a little carrot to chew on? Oh, they love to crunch them. So good. And they're, oops, that was the wrong thing. They're healthy for the dogs too, right? I mean, dogs are omnivores out in the wilderness. I didn't do this while I was here. Let's just top off. Um, they're eating all kinds of stuff. Now, their diet is always going to be primarily meat, and some of those fancy brand things are a little bit right in the idea that dog chow a lot of times is heavily grain based. Um, that's not as catastrophic as somebody trying to sell you an alternative may make it seem, but it certainly isn't what you may want to completely rely on, or the. I know as a kid, and I think a lot of people do this, and I don't think you should feel unduly guilty about it if you're one of these people. But I mean, we grew up, and our dog got some kind of a dry kibble, and then like a wet food, like once a night or every other night or something like that mixed in with it. But that was 80% of their diet was just kibble. So it it's easy to do, and it's because someone's trying to. All right, this is what I need to check. So that is full, and that is full, and everything else should be good to go. We ready? Hats on. Well, let's sip some coffee before we go in. I'm kind of mid-sip here. Hang on a second, guys. A little mini reset. Here, another one. I knew it. I knew you were coming. And now back through again, because now we got to dump off all these slimes. Sorry, trying to get something moving here in my peripheral as well. Oh, hey, let's get that out of the way before we go around a lot of lava. No need to be throwing away our swords and other gear. Okay, no more overworld slimes at least. We'll probably have a lot of these fellas to deal with, but that's okay. Perfect. Oh, I should have kept that fortune pick in hand. We could have cleaned it up some. So here was our crossroads. Yeah, we done something out this way. Let's go this way. I don't know what kind of an adventure this will lead us to. And you can tell that was our oldest thing because we hadn't started switching up the blocks yet. And that's why I'm leaving the railings, if you will, as cobble, because we'd already gotten those established. These lower blocks never matter if if and when we convert any of this to ice highway. The bottom blocks get totally covered up anyway, so no lasting concern there. But we can provide the unity on those side railings. So yeah, I vaguely remember taking off in this direction. I don't know what we were looking for or if we got there or not. Seems like we've... Oh, no, we just got to the end. Okay. Fair enough. It appears that was 64 blocks. So we'll go again. And we've explored a little bit out to our right into there. When exploring around the Nether Fortress and everything else, we've gotten out up on top of there and kind of run around a little bit. So it's good to be running parallel to Nether Wastes, and we'll just kind of hope we're moving out and away from the... That actually may be soul sand. I don't know. That's kind of the corner of the basalts. So we'll just keep plugging along here and see what it is we run into when we've finished crossing this lava. And then kind of build up the road as we go for faster travel on this one. Sometimes I kind of build it by sections. And particularly when you're on the edge of basalt deltas, because the lava slimes just get out of control. And if you can keep the babies at least from hopping up to block your path, then with knockback you can keep the rest going. Or I can. Everybody, I think I'm very uncommon in that I build these roads at lava level instead of on the roof. Some people above, and Even those that don't break through the roof. I know it's a minority in some circles, but even folks that don't try to break through the bedrock at the roof of the Nether will build their highways and stuff up high, just to have less of slimes and that kind of stuff to have to deal with. Personally, I kind of like being low. It lets me get more access to everything around without elaborate systems. And while the game can decide to put your portals at whatever Y level it likes, to me it feels that you get a little better rate of having them just at ground level rather than buried in a cave or whatever else, just by having them right here. So very much my personal preference. Like everything in Minecraft, there's no right or wrong. So this appears to be soul sand, which is great for ghasts. And I think, at some point we want to do our uneasy alliance. And that didn't last long, did it? I was kind of shocked by how well we were doing. Oh. A little out of practice. And mercifully, not too much in the way of lava slimes down in this area. They're all hanging out around my base in the Nether, so okay. A little better. A little better for a bit there. Oh, we got this. No, we don't. It is, like anything else, a little bit of a practice deal, and definitely warming up is a real deal. Okay. Again. Gotta be there, right? There we go. For all that, I think it was still faster than the crouched alternative. Maybe not. Cover a lot of ground, and you really don't get a chance to look at it when you're first laying those blocks. Alright, well, we've only fallen in once so far. By this point on the first try, we'd fallen in like 8 times already. Huh? Ugh. Did it. Went and got a little cocky. Oh, stop it now. And this is kind of fitting with the time wasting style of our episodes so far. But I love having paths out. All right, you guys gotta admit that's been some pretty good distance there a few times now. Hey, Gasty. Makes my nose itch. Oh. Well, alrighty then. Did I waste enough to completely finish this? You thought I was joking, huh? I keep seeing those skull things. Skeleton things? Skull. Alright, as long as we're coming back this way. I wish you would come back over land, but, well. Alright. Where's this? Oh, in the lava. Those are the best ones. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can we get you? Oh. See, that's so awesome. The way that works. Alright. Oh boy. Kind of got a speed wobble there after a bit. can't ever find the edge, guys, if you never probe it. Oh! Almost went in again there. There we go. Yeah, well, that wasn't exactly close, was it? And then we can do this. This. Stop jumping in willy-nilly. I'm not trying to do that. Just, seems like my strafe right is a little overzealous today. There we go. Heard you not pick up. Okay. Practice, practice, practice. We'll get back to pretty darn good, and then we'll be done. We'll come back here and do it again for another 3 months. That's how it goes. Let's get you two out breaking the bridge. One last run here. I don't think we're going to make these either, but probably just leave that, or we'll be close enough to the far end that we... I just go on about our business. Once we do run out of these cobbles, we'll check the time then. Probably about 30 when we did come through here. And for all I know, we've now gone super long, but... doesn't... feels close. Could be over, could be under. Glad I had that pink helmet on. Pink? Gold? I think I was thinking pig. Let's just go clean up these. It's doing really poorly at grabbing those as I go by. I don't know if I'm sticking enough in the run mode that it... Alright, let's check. 50. Perfect. That is actually just enough time to really do this. These guys may freak. And we'll just do a little bit of proactive cleanup. I think even with the gold helmet, they may aggro with chests. That's, in the fortress when you rob the chests, that's when they all come running. It's that mechanic, but they'll do it with your own chest too. Whatever you put down in front of them, they'll react to. So best to not let them catch you unaware or unprepared. And with 10 minutes left, we'll finish this. We'll probably cut some kind of stairs. Oh. Up into this soul sand, and I'd like to kind of see, I don't think they're directly connected right there, but that expanse, I don't know that any of our wanderings have brought us this far back where we just started with a cobble again to that end of the nether. Maybe we have, or that nether wastes. Not, nether just keeps on going. There's no end. You guys know what I mean. Well, that's something. I won't give it that this was as exciting an episode as, for say, the giving the barn some cool looking eaves, but it was something. I don't know. Do we see any torches or anything down there? And hey, little cutie. Haven't made a thumbnail in a while. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not, right? Let's use... Oh, we don't have... It's still scary, but after you've done it over the void a lot, it kind of loses its... Oh no, the world if we fall. Although dangerous, because we basically built up a trap for ourselves. There wouldn't be any immediate getting out. So we'd have to go probably fish an apple, get that going for ourselves, and then run on from there. So this appears pretty new. I kind of like these flowing down towards our little pathway there, but some of these others we can certainly wall off a bit. I always start with the... I always start by putting my shoulder into the flow of lava just to probe it and test, see what it has to offer. Then, when I'm screaming in agony, I seal off the flow. Clearly, there's more to be had up above, but this is why we're here, right? Is to get all this quartz, and I think further up on some other remote layer, we have gotten to the edge of that crimson forest too. But I think this is going to be our playground and exploration in the next episode, right? Oh. Don't need partial kills. Yeah. Alright, so let's just come all the way back down here. I am planning to come back to this fairly immediately. I think I'll upload the episode, so it'll be a 20-minute break or so, and then come right back and get another one in. I haven't done multiples in a day in quite a while, and I've been missing it. So let's just go ahead and save there. 56 minutes, not bad at all. You guys rock. Thanks so much for hanging out. I've been appreciating the steady viewers that keep coming back and checking for more. If there's anything you'd like to see or insights, thoughts, or anything like that, I always appreciate the comments. And as always, if you want to stay abreast of whether I've got multiple episodes in a given day or anything like that, subscribe to the channel. You'll see them pop up in your feed. Or check me out on Twitter and watch for me to update when most of my videos come out. I don't hit everyone, but quite a few. So with that, we'll wrap up, and I'll see you next time. Stay awesome, everybody. Bye now.